What's in the pot? How about some lamb curry? Nice coconut milk, some leftover lamb. On this week's episode, we'll show you how to make it. We have here some leftover lamb. We had a beautiful leg of lamb on the weekend. If you're going to use fresh lamb, which you certainly can do, the cooking time's going to change a bit, and a couple of other things. So I'll just point them out as we go through the video, just so you know you can do it both ways. Now, I should also point out, this is my version of curry. I don't know how authentic it is. I just know I like the flavor this way, so that's the way I make the curry here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut up about 1.5 pounds of lamb into roughly 1-inch pieces. Because this is kind of broken up, it's gonna be a little hard to keep all the pieces at the same size, so I'm just gonna try my best here. So there you go, 1.5 pounds of lamb. Put this aside for a minute. We're gonna make a spice rub up and then get it on the meat. All right, so I just have a little coriander here. It's coriander seeds. So I'm just gonna smash these up a bit. Okay, due to pure laziness, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it. I've lost interest, so anyway, grind it down to as much as you want. So I'm just gonna start tossing stuff into the bag here. So we'll start with the coriander seed. So 2 tablespoons. And to that, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of cumin. And I'm gonna add about 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne. Want it hotter? Add a little more. And a teaspoon of paprika. I see that's the 3/4, not the teaspoon, so we'll just add another 1/4 or so. Little extra, the paprika never hurts. If you wanna see how we made this, you can check out our short. We'll make sure to put it in the description. And you want about a teaspoon of kosher salt. I probably won't use a teaspoon. We try not to use as much salt in most of our stuff, but we do want a little bit of salt in here. So, okay, so I added about 1/2 teaspoon or so. Then we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. Okay, and then I've got about 2 tablespoons of ginger. Could be a little more, could be a little less. You want about, 2 tablespoons. We keep ours frozen, so it's easier to grate. It's really hard to tell when you're grating it how much is there because it starts to melt, it kind of folds down, but that was 2 tablespoons. If you're gonna use crushed garlic, then you're gonna need 4 teaspoons. If you're using fresh garlic, then you're gonna want 4 cloves. All right, so I'm just gonna mix this around a bit. It's kind of a little difficult with the wet and dry, but just do the best you can. Now you could do this in a bowl too, I just find this easier. And then add in your lamb and give it a good mush around. So I think that should about do it. If you're using fresh lamb, then I would suggest what you do is when you get this far, put it in the fridge for a couple up to 8 hours or so. The flavors will get into the lamb a little more. I'm not gonna worry about it because this has already been barbecued. So I'm just gonna leave it long enough to get the rest of this on the go. So that's on the, if you're using fresh lamb. All right, next up is an onion. This onion's a little bit big for this, so I'm just gonna use about 1/2 of it. You know what? I'll slice it and then I'll take the skin off, it'll be easier. So what you're looking for here is about a medium onion. I think I'm about there. One person in the house isn't all that crazy about onions, so if we're a little short, that'll be fine by us, I'm sure. Okay, so there's our onion. Just put this aside, get the burner out, and we'll get cooking. So let's add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Let that heat up just for a second. Now, if you want to speed this up a little bit, what you could do is, instead of making your spice rub, you can get curry powder at the grocery store. It's not quite as good in my opinion, but it's good enough. So I've used it before, depending on the make. They can be quite good. And they normally will come in either mild, medium, or hot. And some of the hot is very hot. Okay, get our onions in. And we just want to sweat these down a bit. We don't want to fry them. While we're waiting for these onions, let me take this a minute here and just remind you to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video, which is shorts on Wednesday and full-length video on Friday. And do us a real big favor, and share it around with your friends so we get a little more eyes on the channel. That'd be absolutely awesome. Also remember that we do put the ingredients list in the description, so you don't have to keep up with all the measurements. You can just look afterwards and it'll give you all of the measurements for the ingredients. One more thing too, that we've been getting quite a few comments on the video. We really love to get the comments, good or bad. Gives us an excuse to try and figure out how we're going to answer the bad ones. But make sure you do comment. We try to answer every comment right now anyway. It may take us 24 hours or so, but we'll be back to you. Okay, so I think the onion's about there. I'm going to add my lamb now. If again, ours is already partially cooked, so I'm not going to cook it for very long, just long enough to get the spices kind of browned up a bit. If this is fresh lamb, then you're going to want to cook it for probably about 5 to 8 minutes, something like that. All right, in with the lamb. I'm going to turn the heat up just a bit so this kind of brown up a bit. Oh, you can smell those spices already. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I don't want to cook this lamb anymore right now. It's got to boil in the pot a bit, so I want to make sure that it doesn't get overcooked. As I say, if it is raw lamb or fresh lamb, then you are going to want to cook it a little bit longer. To our pot, I'm going to add 1 can of coconut milk. If you don't like coconut milk or don't have any, just add a cup of water. Then I'm going to add a cup of tomato sauce and give that a little stir. I'm also going to turn it down now because we just want this to simmer now. Okay, so once this comes up to a simmer, you want to let it simmer until the lamb starts to fall apart a bit. Obviously fresh lamb's going to take a lot longer, so you'll probably look at about 45 minutes. I figure with us we might be around 20, but we'll see. So we'll just let this simmer away here. In the meantime, I've got an apple here, so I'm just going to peel it and chop it up. I'm not going to put it in till almost the very end, but while I have some time, I'll get it done. We're about there. I got the apple dyed, and then we should be good to go. I'm going to stop ours. It could have cooked a little bit longer. I'm not too worried about it because the lamb is delicious. So, but if you do want your fall apart lamb, then you're going to want to cook it till it falls apart. Our rice is ready, so I'm going to just call it there. But let me add the apple. This was a Granny Smith. Doesn't have to be. You can use the apple of your choice. Now I don't want that in there very long because I like the crispness of the apple. But again, if you want them a little softer, just cook it a little longer. I'm not going to worry about it at all. I just want it kind of heated through. So I'll just give that like 2 minutes maybe. Okay, so we're going to call it there. So let me get this turned off. We'll get a bowl plated up and we'll show you what it looks like and give it a little taste too. So I got a little piece of naan here. We'll give this a try. I should point out the naan bread I heated up in the oven for a few minutes just to give it a little more ply, taste a little better. So let's give it a try, see how it is. One of the flavors I pick up right away is barbecue. So you're not going to taste that if you're using fresh lamb. The lamb actually is pretty good. It could have cooked for maybe another 2 or 3 minutes, but it's actually pretty good. Overall, pretty good. I think it could have used a little more spice. I must have shorted a little bit. It could have used a little more of everything, I think. Still nice flavor. Got a little bit of heat to it, not crazy. Overall, pretty darn good. Now I should point out, we did cook up some basmati rice here earlier. I do have some in the bottom of the bowl. You can use whatever rice you want or skip the rice altogether, just use the naan, or have rice and don't have the naan. You know, there's lots of choices here. So, well, I hope you like this video. And don't forget, first we cook, then we eat. That's so good.